everybody, give me a second. Sound check. Are we live yet? All right. Okay, everybody, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, students and traders all around the world. This is Mike, the FX Boss, broadcasting you live on YouTube and other streaming platforms like Teams. How is everybody? This is our last lesson. Today it's Thursday, right? Is it Thursday? Yes, this is our last lesson of the week, everybody. Good morning, good evening. John, Todd, Max, Maxine, Paul, Marcus. How are you? Jean-Paul, all good? Okay, everybody, good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Yes. Okay, everybody, never forget, we are here to learn. The goal is to bring you from zero to a millionaire trader in 3 years in an institutional way. You are first an analyst, then you become a trader. And today we have what? We have the how to trade bullish candlestick formations. Alright, never forget, everybody, you're going to graduate from this course when number one, you have your chart set up and ready for trading. Number two, you have your strategy in place. And number three, you have a complete understanding on how this market works, so you can analyze the market and make an educated prediction. Alright, everybody? If you have any questions, not yes, everybody have any questions, feel free to. No, there is no right or wrong. Alright. Yeah, we're going to talk today. Today we're going to talk about on 1, 2, 3, we're going to talk about strategy also to everybody. There is disclaimer, this stream is not trading or investment advice, we're here to learn. Okay. And this month event we are running the how to make big money as a trader, everybody. Okay, and next month's event, this is new, and now we're going to talk in January, we're going to have the Mike's Lazy Crypto Portfolio course. I'm going to teach you how to build a crypto portfolio. Hello Alex, how are you? That made me and Douglas 18,000% return. No, it's not a joke. It's not a joke, everybody. I'm going to show it to you, okay? You can, yeah. I mean, if I'm honest, you know, there is always a little bit of luck, right, everybody? Because the crypto market is up, it could be easily down too. There are some forces that we don't control, like regulation and so on. Make sense? But if it's going as it's going, crypto market is going to make millionaires. We are in the early stages. It's my firm belief. Okay, but this is not the time, everybody. We're going to talk next time, alright, everybody? And as always, if you didn't receive the free manual, everybody, ask for it. So today we have what? Bullish. So we're going to go back up to see bullish candlestick formation. This is going to be the picture. You know, this is now the trading software, the charting software. It's Forex from Dukascopy, everybody. And if you didn't receive the free ebook, the book of trading secrets, please visit the website, you know, www.fxbossfx.com. Alright, everybody, so today we have how to trade bullish candlestick formations. And Alex, you're on YouTube, please type in the chat, everybody, a currency pair that it's in an uptrend, and type in the chat a time frame. Otherwise we're going to go with the same, right? We're going to go with the CHF-JPY for our chart. Okay. There is no right or wrong, everybody. Try to find. Oh, we can move on GBP USD. You know, just an example. Okay, so we are going to do an exercise, everybody. We are going to talk about the first uptrend, and then we're going to talk about the second uptrend, and maybe, you know, it's all the same. You're learning concepts anyway, right? If you're able to do on one currency pair and one time frame, then you should be able to do it on all currency pairs and all time frames. Does this make sense, everybody? We're going to take the most recent one, if there are no other currency pairs, everybody. Yeah, we've learned trend lines before. Okay, so everybody, FX 101 trading rule. Alright, it's a rule. There is no yes but. Okay, give me a second. And ABCD delete. In an uptrend, I am going to only and only buy bullish candlestick formations, bullish candlestick formations. Okay, in an uptrend I'm going to only and only buy bullish candlestick form. Some of you are not going to listen to me anyway, you know, and never never sell bearish candlestick formations. Hello Olga, how are you? Alex and Olga, today it's Thursday, it's almost Saturday. How is the homework doing? Forex course 101 trading rule. In an uptrend, I'm going to only and only buy bullish candlestick formations and never sell bearish candlestick formations. Okay, everybody? In an uptrend, I'm going to only buy. This is going to increase the probability. Does this make sense, everybody? Okay. So variations to strategy, you know, everybody, variation to strategy. Just an example, Alex is building his strategy, you know. Entry setup. I am going to enter bullish, well, candlestick formations, right? We're talking about bullish anyway. I'm going to enter with candlestick formation plus counter trend line break, and now at the end of retracement, at the end of retracement. So this is entry setup, talking about timing, you know. Okay, timing. Okay, everybody, just an example. And the pattern that you are going to trade, you can say, all right, so stop loss goes below STT short-term trend low or market wave low, you know, what, it doesn't matter what pattern you're trading, you know, or up trend line. Okay, everybody? Yeah, today we're going to expand our understanding. Okay, everybody? Today we're not going to trade candlestick formations. Okay, we are trading candlestick formations for the last 3 days. Nothing wrong. I mean, we are going to still do the exercise, but this is, you know, it's a variation. Makes sense, everybody? So let's go in here, everybody. We are on GBP USD daily chart. Okay, and back in time, you know, we can all agree that this would be the downtrend line, you know. And just an example, you know, connecting highs and lows. So low to high, high to, not sure about that one. Already started, you know, the market, you know, give me a second. Give me a second, everybody. Why would be easy, right? If it's complicated. So what's the low? 12158, 12159, and this is 1216. Okay, so looks like 115. All right, so yeah, that's a low. Thanks God. So low to high, high to low, low to high, high to low. All right, everybody. Okay, yeah, GBP USD. This is the trend, everybody. Okay, and now we are going to zoom in. And do you have, everybody, the manual in front of you? Is this a bullish candle or candlestick formation, everybody? The white one? Now remember, there is no right or wrong anyway, but this would be this is the, give me a second, everybody. This is the short-term trend, the green, just an example. The green, short-term trend. And the strategy is saying I'm going to enter at the end of the retracement, at the end of the retracement, with the bullish candlestick formation and a counter trend line break, right? Okay. Let's see if we've learned anything in the past months. If you are trading on the daily chart, how are you going to define or understand end of the retracement on the short-term trend? What's the answer? Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Todd, ay, ay, ay. John, on Teams. Paul, ay, ay, ay. Marcus is going to be on Saturday with us, everybody. You are going to meet Marcus, who quit after 9 years. He's going to be in Saturday. Did you learn anything, everybody? If your strategy is saying that you should enter at the end of retracement on the short-term trend, which you have it right now, how do you know that this possibly candlestick formation and the counter trend line break, it's the end of retracement? Everybody, I'm going to wait for student traders on YouTube. How you're going to spatially see and understand on the chart that it's the end of retracement? Hedge fund trader Alex, what's the answer? Hedge fund trader Olga, what's the answer? What's the answer? There is no right or wrong. Boss, is this a strategy? This is a variation of the entry signal, the entry timing, Nobody knows? I know I have a 20 seconds delay on the chat, but anyway. Don't you remember, everybody, where do trends form? Ay, 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 ay. Once I'm telling you live, then you're going to type in the chat. I cannot take it, Makes sense, everybody? So on Teams, Max, the smaller time frame, everybody. I see bullish candle hitting 3 candles, so it's a buy. Yes, but if the strategy says that you are going to enter at the end of retracement on the daily, the only way for you to see if it's the end of retracement, you need to go to the smaller time frame, like the 4-hour chart, 2-hour chart, or the 1-hour chart, and see the change in the short-term trend. Are we clear? Okay, everybody? Are we clear, everybody? The only way for you to understand on the we are on the daily, you know, and you say this is a retracement, so extension, retracement, extension, yes, but how do you know that it's the end of retracement on the daily? You need to go to the lower time frame. If this would be the 4-hour time frame, you need to go on the 30-minute chart. If this would be the 1-hour time frame, you need to go to the 15-minute chart. Make sense, everybody? Okay, so just an example, let's go to the 2-hour chart. If it's not too complicated for Forex, and we are where we are, we're here. Whoops, where are we? Can you see, everybody? Circle. Do we have the change in the short-term trend? The market made a high. The market, it's what we say, crowned. So this is then a variation of the strategy, if you want, not mandatory, just an example, you know. So this is an entry signal. We're talking about timing, all right? And, you know, when we win, it's not an issue. Stop loss, everybody. Do you want to put the stop loss below the short-term trend, or do you want to put the stop loss below the trend line? Excellent question. Everybody listen to me. Listen up, listen up, listen up. Boss, can I put the stop loss below the candlestick formation? If you are trading a pattern like market structure, which market wave, short-term trend, Fibonacci, the answer is no. No, 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 no. No. Okay, are we clear? This lesson today, it's a next level lesson. We're trying to upgrade your knowledge. Today you must understand that today you are not trading a candlestick formation anymore. We did this yesterday. Today you are implementing the candlestick formation into a strategy. Yesterday and the previous 3 days, we were trading candlestick formations as a tradable pattern. Today you are using a candlestick formation as a timing tool. Those two are not the same, okay? Trend line, alright, very good, excellent. How much risk reward ratio do you want, Alex? 1 per 1, 1 per 1.5. What do you want? There is no right or wrong anyway. Clone, 1 per 1, or 1 per 1.5. Remember, everybody, the big deal, what you are doing, you are going, once you give the amen on the strategy, you are going to do it always the same. Always the same, always the same, alright? Now, let's move forward. 1, 2, market moving up. Okay. Everybody see? Now, if I have a strategy that I'm going to enter at the end of the retracement, can I enter now? 1 to 1.5, very good. Everybody, I'm the student, you're the teacher. If my strategy is saying that I'm going to enter at the end of retracement, can I enter now? I'm late, I was working at my job and I was traveling or I was sleeping. This could be the 15-minute chart, 30-minute chart, 4-hour chart, whatever chart, you know. Can I enter now based on my strategy? Boss, I don't understand the question. If your strategy is saying, remember, you are building rules, right? Where are we? We are here. Variation strategy, entry setup, talking about timing. I'm going to enter with candlestick formations plus counter trendline break at the end of retracement. So I lost the first entry. I was late to the show, everybody. Alright, I lost the first entry. And now I'm seeing this another bullish candle or two. Can I enter right now? What's the answer? There is no right or wrong. The most important rule is you need to obey the strategy. Make sense? Hedge fund trader, Alex, hedge fund trader, Olga, can I enter right now if my strategy is saying that I must not enter, I must enter at the end of retracement? Boss, I don't know. If this is a retracement on the smaller time frames, would you say that up in here we are still in a retracement, or because the market made a higher high but also the change in the short-term trend, we are in an extension? For me, I will not enter because of risk reward. This has nothing to do with risk reward. This has nothing to do with risk reward. Yes, we can enter. No, we cannot. Pay attention to the detail, everybody. The end of retracement trade is 1. Okay? Pay attention when you build your strategy, everybody. Short-term trend-wise or market wave-wise, extension, retracement, extension. Alright? The end of retracement, everybody, it's the first or maybe 2 highs, you know, high and low if you want. Okay, everybody, that's the entry, not up in here. Not up in here, Olga and Alex and everybody else on YouTube, on Teams too. End of retracements are specific areas, okay? On the short-term trend, it's similar. You know, it's the counter trendline break and it's the counter trendline break. So the entry would be, no, it's not to the peep, not like this, but you must understand that when the market went up and it's almost at the high, and now you are not in an end of retracement, you're in an extension. Make sense, everybody? End of retracement, it's tied to the start of the extension. Okay? Are we clear, everybody? You cannot, there is no right or wrong on the strategy, but if your rule says that you're going to enter at the end of the retracement, that's the entry, not up in here. You can quantify in the strategy, okay, my end of retracement means that the market made the first high. In here on the short-term trend, you're going to check the smaller time frame anyway. You know, okay, end of retracement is valid for the first high and the first low. I wouldn't agree, I wouldn't suggest you to for the first 2 highs, because the market is here in an extension already. Okay, and this has nothing to do with the risk-reward ratio. Okay, everybody, so the answer is no. I cannot, if my strategy... John, listen to me. We are not talking about right or wrong. We are talking about following rules. Alex, on YouTube, would you be so kind and type in the chat how easy is to collect samples? How easy is to follow rules, everybody? You're trading a market which is unpredictable. You don't know what is going to happen tomorrow, not in 1 hour. You're dealing with probabilities, uncertainties, and you are dealing with money, which is not money. And I'm telling you, you need to just follow the rules. And you need to collect samples. Alex, it's in the Advanced Institutional Trader course. Alex, tell the guys how easy it is to obey the rules. This is a retail trader drama, everybody, not institutional trader. Applause to Alex for being honest. It's very hard. It's very, very hard. It's still doable. It's a learnable skill. All right, but it's very hard. So no entry for me here, everybody. We're going to move forward, up and see, and up and wait, and market moving up. All right, and up. I want to find the bearish one. All right, everybody. Is this a bearish, not bullish, bam, all right. Everybody, is this a bearish candlestick formation? This was two, right? Those three, this is a bearish candlestick formation. And this is a bearish candlestick formation. And I've told you, trading, not charting, trading rule, in an uptrend, I'm going to only and only buy bullish candlestick formations. And I'm never going to sell. What would happen if you would sell a bearish candlestick formation in an uptrend? You are not going to lose every single time going against the trend, but you are going to lose most of the time. Is anybody here who wants to short this bearish candlestick formation in an uptrend? I don't follow rules, keep changing the strategies. I'm going to help you, don't worry, it's a process. Makes sense, totally doable. But the first step, Alex, we need to give the amen on the strategy, no more changing. Let's see, everybody, let's see. I'm stubborn. Okay, I'm stubborn and I shorted bearish candlestick formations. I lost on this one. Now I'm going to, I want to make my money back. So I'm going to short again. What happened? What happened on the bearish candlestick formation? Did I lose, yes or no? Doing the wrong thing, not listening to knowledge, not agreeing on probabilities. Everybody. I mean, this is common sense, right? If I'm in an uptrend, what is going to have a better probability? Buying a bullish candlestick formation in an uptrend? Or am I going to have a better probability shorting, you know, shorting the bearish candlestick formation in an uptrend? What is going to be better? More probability. There is right or wrong, believe me. You're learning concepts anyway, everybody. I'm not sure if the market, it doesn't really matter for a pip or not, right? So, but you know, if we extend, yeah, it hit a profit take, everybody. Okay, so we're going to wait for the next, everybody, retracement, right? Talking about the shortened trend, extension, retracement, extension, retracement. All right, everybody. And back to green. Okay, we are here now. We have a counter trend line break. Alex, do you want to enter in the next one? Bullish candlestick formations after the counter trend line break. You know, it must be end of retracement, everybody. So we need to go from the daily to the 2-hour chart example. You know, 2-hour chart, give me a second, 2-hour chart, and we're here. So yes, we do have a change in the short-term trend, right, everybody? The market made a higher high in here already, you know, you can see, everybody, the market's making lower lows, lower highs on the smaller time frame, start to make higher highs, higher lows. We can clearly see a change in the short-term trend. This confirms our setup. It's always the same. This is a variation of the strategy. You can use it if you like it, you can reject it. There is no right or wrong anyway, you know. But talking about Alex must enter again. Alex is going to put the stop loss below the trend line, and he's going to go to 1 per 1.5, right? Anybody online want to enter this trade? Everybody? Anybody else? Boss, can I enter without the counter trend line and with just candlestick formation? Sure. Yes, you can. There is no right or wrong on strategy. There is no right or wrong on setups. There is no right or wrong on what patterns you're going to trade. There is no right or wrong on methodologies. There is no right or wrong. Yes, I will enter with 1 to 1.5. Hedge fund trader Olga, they want to enter with Alex. There is no right or wrong, everybody. Enter now. Alright, let's see how this goes. So remember, I cannot enter up in here, everybody. Makes sense? End of retracement is down in here. You are in a new extension from the shortened trend, everybody. Okay. Let's see how this goes. Market moving up and up and up and down and sideways and moving up slowly, you know. Now remember, you know, extension, you know, not sure if this is a, give me a second everybody, not sure if this is a low. Is that a low? So we have shortened trend, everybody. We have the extension up in here. Extension, retracement, extension, retracement, and going down, sideways, consolidation, bam. You know, here, you know, give me a second. We are fortunate enough, everybody, that the market made another high, but can you spatially see and understand that this market was not in an uptrend anymore for the, it was not even confirmed downtrend, you know, but you need to pay attention to those details, everybody. The market made a lower low here. Alright. So is anybody here who wants to enter again? One more trade, everybody. This would be one and give me a second. 2, 1 to 1.5. Clone, one more, 1 to 1.5. Let's see what is going to happen. Alright. This is our, I mean, we won the first time. This is our second trade. Now, this is our third trade, which we're going to readjust the trend, right? See how, everybody, those lessons are a sequence of something that you cannot jump forward. You need to learn what are trends, you need to learn what are highs and lows before you can chart correctly. Not to mention trading, you know. Now the market made a higher high so far, so I'm going to need to readjust the trend, right? So let's see how this is going to go, play out, and the market was up in here. I'm not sure, but almost hit the take profit, everybody. Okay, everybody, so we won the second trade in here. Okay, now this is our, so I'm going to readjust here, everybody. This is going to be the high. I'm going to readjust the trend. This is going to be the high to low to high. Alright. Is anybody here who wants to get out of the trade now, of the third trade? Is anybody here who wants to get out of the third trade? There is no right or wrong. You know, you've entered two trades. The market went smoothly in your direction and you profit take. The third trade, you've entered in here, but the market is not going smoothly to your direction. You know, as a matter of fact, it just made a lower low, circle wise. It made a lower low in here, and this is not established low yet, right? But you know, it's lower. You know, do you want to get out or do you want to stay in with the third trade, everybody? And this is our last lesson of the week. See you back on Saturday in the course. I will stay in, alright? So we're going to see how this goes, and going down and up and reversing everybody in here, alright? From what you've seen, everybody, there is no right or wrong in the markets, but having a stop loss below the candlestick formation or having a stop loss below the trend, what is safer? Comparing candlestick formation stop loss compared to trend line stop loss, short-term trend stop loss. I mean, you would be stopped out in here, you know, this time on the short-term trend. Not before, but here, yes. Olga, stay in the trade. So we have another one, right? We have here another one, counter trend line break, you know, and 1 per 2, 1 per 1.5, right? Everybody, like something like this. Another entry. Yes, Todd, you must enter. Okay, everybody. Let's see how this is going to play out. Going up, going up. We are happy going up, you know, forward. Going up, sideways consolidation again. Going up, right? Charting the short-term trend, so it made a lower low, but then it made a higher high again. You know, so I need to readjust again. That's the high. That's the high of the trend. Give me a second, everybody. And let's see how this is going to play out. Retracement again, right? Extension, retracement now. Again, give me a second. Alright. Tricky question, everybody. Should you enter now? Is this your signal, everybody? Is this an end of retracement trade? Everybody, is this the end of retracement trade? Staying in the trade, very good, and bam, congratulations, you've been profit taking here, everybody. Give me a second. Profit take up in here. Okay, and so moving forward with extension, retracement, extension, retracement, right? Extension, retracement, extension. We need one more, right? We need one more. We need this one. This one. So we won 3 so far. We need to win the 4th one. Now, tell me, everybody, once you win one, when... You're not going to agree with me, it's okay. Think with me, everybody. If you trade the short-term trends, when you win 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5, is there a loser coming? Yes or no? Is there the predictable loser coming? Let's see how smart you are, everybody. We are trading the short-term trend on the daily chart on GBP USD. You are learning concepts. The market works exactly the same on all time frames, with the premise that you understand the smaller the time frame, the more noise. Daily charts have a predictability of 7 times out of 10. For the previous trade, I will move the stop loss to some profit take. Everybody, is the loser coming? There is no right or wrong. I want you here, yes, a loser is coming and it's predictable. And I want to hear from you guys why. You are learning how this market works. You know, we won 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to move me and Alex, we're going to move the stop loss to down to this low. We are going to profit, I mean we're going to cancel and replace. This is now our stop loss, we're out of risk, you know. Now we have now the 5th entry, everybody. This is not a pivot point, make no mistakes. This is now the 5th entry, which we are going to enter. Alright, everybody? We are going to enter. This is far away, right? Far away. We are still safe, right? Far away. 1 to 1.5. Far away, 1 to 1.5. Everybody, give me a second. Up in here. Delete this one too. Yes, applause to Alex. Everybody, you are going to have the occasional loser. You must pat yourself on the back and understand that this is okay. Makes sense, everybody? Alright? We are trading the short-term trend, which goes like this, but we've learned in the previous lessons the short-term trends are a structural part of the market wave, also called market structure. Alex said it best. I'm going to win 1, I'm going to win 2, I'm going to win 3, but then the 4th one, this is theory, the fourth I'm going to lose, because the market must retrace. After the extension, a retracement must come. Right? So let's see how this goes, you know. And are we lucky enough to have the loser to prove the point? Well, almost, right? Can you see, everybody? So talking about the short-term trend, right? Now charting, I'm going to extension, I'm going to extend the area, just extension, retracement, extension, bam. Can you see, everybody? GBP USD daily chart, it's not an extension anymore. Can you see, everybody, the change in the short-term trend? In here, the market made a lower low. Can you see, everybody? This was the high, low, high. I mean extension, retracement, extension, and the first low, it's a lower low, so this was the retracement. Fair enough, you know, we were not stopped out because it's a few pips away, but it's going to happen. Makes sense, everybody? This is the point I'm trying to make. It's going to happen. Alright? So, dear analysts, tell me, are we in an extension or are we in a retracement on the market wave? Boss, I don't know. Look at the chart. Are we in an extension or are we in a retracement on the market wave, everybody? Lower low, lower high, not a higher high, you know, like this, and then like this, like this, like this. Are we in an extension or are we in a retracement, everybody? On the market wave. Are we in an uptrend or are we in a downtrend? Charting, we've learned trend lines, you know, we were in a downtrend, the market broke the downtrend, we were in an uptrend, the market broke the uptrend. Now we are still, you know, something like this, you know, it's the market is going to, or is going to push up from here, and then we're going to readjust the uptrend line, or the market is going to push down in here, and we're going to readjust the downtrend line to something like this, right? Retracement, exactly. Everybody, can you do this? Olga, retracement, exactly. Can you do this, everybody? Trading is a learnable skill. It's a little bit complex, you know, but can you do this, everybody? Implement some rules in your strategy. Okay, Fibonacci is coming in the next weeks. We're going to start with the Fibonacci's. Okay? Alright everybody, our time is up. See you back on, so the advanced students, see you in the course. Learn how to make big money as a trader. Okay, January we're going to have the Mike's Lazy Crypto Portfolio course. I don't know the date, it's far away. Okay, now, and here is the proof. Everybody, I need to log in, give me a second. I need to log in, give me a second everybody. Need to log in. Alright, logged in. Here is the portfolio. Where is the portfolio, everybody? All. Can you see it? Me and Douglas, we put roughly $1,000, 930 bucks in, you know, it was May 2021. So from 1,000, to make simple math, everybody, from 1,000 to 18,000, if I'm not crazy, this is 18,000%, right everybody? 18,000. Okay, 18,000 here. Oops, there you go. Can you see it, everybody? Okay, I'm going to teach you how to do this. You know, this is an 18,000% return. From $1,000 to 2,000, this is 100%, right? That's the logic. From 1,000 to 2,000, this is 100% profit. So from 1,000 to 18,000, this is an 18,000% of profit. No, everybody, no, it's really, you know, it's the lazy. Lazy means you don't need to be an expert on cryptos. You don't need to know blockchain technologies and all other stuff. Not like this. We're using portfolio management techniques and so on. Alex, we are going to cry together. We made some money, but me and Douglas were crying. You know, we didn't know back in time, you know. That's why I'm telling you, it's always a little bit of luck, you know. Make sense? There are some forces that we have no control, like regulation, you know. If tomorrow crypto becomes unregulated or illegal for financial transactions, this 18,000 goes to dust easily. Make sense? But it's the knowledge that it's important, you know, how to build this track record, you know, it's portfolio management techniques. You're going to see how simply stupid it is. I mean, really, it's really simply stupid. Simple stupid, you know, like no brainer. Forget about charting. Olga says, it's retracement. Alex, it's easy in class, but in reality it's hard. Wow. Okay, everybody, have a great weekend. See you back on Saturday. Otherwise,